This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's be real, life can get overwhelming between work, relationships, and just trying to keep it all together. Sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. And if we're honest, finding the right therapist can feel like another task on the to-do list. I remember when I was looking for a therapist and I needed a great deal of support in researching therapists in my area who were right for me. I wish I had this resource back then. That's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that connects you with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home. No waiting rooms, no long drives, just professional support when you need it. With BetterHelp, you can message your therapist anytime and schedule a video or phone session that fits into your schedule. Plus, BetterHelp also allows you the flexibility to try out multiple therapists until you find the one that is suitable for you, free of charge. Taking care of your mental health shouldn't be complicated. So get started today and find the support that you deserve. Visit betterhelp.com/Crystal Renee for 10% off your first month. Because you deserve to feel your best, mind, body, and soul.
Next Wednesday on BET.
Oh my God, Sabrina. I'm so angry at myself. I'm so sorry I hung up on you.
Listen close.
I got that info for you.
Because the revelations
Who are you seeing tonight?
Hey, Moss.
are about to go next level.
I got a little situation I need help with.
I'd like to introduce you to Zach.
Good idea.
Mr. Benson asked us to look into some threats against you. You were fortunate to not have been killed, and I don't want to have this conversation over the phone.
Sabrina, I need my sister back.
Tyler Perry's Sisters. All new next Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Calling all my sweeties to the forefront. I'm your host, Chris Renee Hayslett, and this is the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show. Welcome to the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show, the place where we heal, grow, and learn together. Today's guests are DaBrat and Judy. DaBrat and Judy are a couple people have grown to love watching. But today's conversation is about what it takes to build happiness on purpose. We're talking love, partnership, accountability, and everyday choices that protect home. Welcome to the Kip Sofa, DaBrat and Judy.
Woo!
Hey, ladies.
Oh, we not supposed to. I'm sorry.
No, I love that. We need the energy. That's
Come on
good.
now.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
y'all brought good energy from the moment y'all walked in. So
Good. We tried.
Yes,
Okay.
no, I appreciate it. I have been admirers and fans of y'all's first since y'all got together, and then Brad, like since I was a kid.
Thank
Like
you.
I don't know if I told you this, and I was like, you know, how you meet somebody, and I'm like, did I say that out loud? I think when I met y'all at Tyler's house, I was like, I used to write your rap lyrics down on paper, and then like I was like, Crystal, what?
No, it's okay. I appreciate that.
It didn't seem weird.
It didn't
Okay,
seem
didn't
weird
okay.
at
You know, how,
all.
like after you play something, you're like, was that too much?
No, it don't bother me at all. I appreciate it.
No,
I was
I
happy
did.
to meet you that day.
Yes, no.
I was like, we have been following each other for a long time and finally got to put,
Exactly.
person.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Judy, you have grown a multi-billion-dollar company, empire, from your salon roots.
Speak that into existence. She
Listen.
said multi-billion.
That's a billion or million?
You said billion.
Oh, billion. Well, we
But
hey,
that's what
okay.
from
we
our
put
lips
that,
to
put
God's
that out there.
ears.
Yep. You said
Come
it. That's
on.
what we doing.
That's what
Let's
you're
go.
doing,
That's what
and
we
I
doing.
believe it. Touch and agree.
Touch and agree.
Come
Okay.
on. All
Touch and
right.
agree.
Hey, I believe in that. Power of the tongue. But you have done so much, and I've watched you grow, so inspired by everything that you do. Like your drops, literally your drops and your drops. Everything is so creative, and I love everything you all do together. Brad, you have had such a legacy from starting out very young, rapping, and just so deaf.
Yep.
That was like and still is holding its name to this day.
Absolutely.
And everything that you have done and how you evolved and grown over the years is just outstanding and admirable.
Thank you so much.
No, seriously.
Appreciate
Thank y'all
that.
both for taking the time. When I got the call and they was like, would you want to? I'm like, would I want to? Yes. I love them. So thank you
That's
so
sweet.
much.
Thank you.
Yes. No, you guys have, y'all have been very intentional and like out with your relationship and with everything you have going on. I feel like this season has been a little more quiet. Has that been intentional?
I feel like motherhood keeps us quite busy.
Yeah.
And then there is a sense of privacy that we want to have with our child. We share them with the world.
Yeah.
But then, once he got here and we started, my wife's the first time mom.
Yes.
So it's just extra protective, extra everything. So I try to make time away from social media a lot to be more present. And she just don't give a about social media at all anyway. So if I'm not pushing it,
Why would
she
you
not.
say that?
It's
She
the
like-
truth.
Yeah.
Right. She, she's in love with being a mom.
I love
I
that. Let's
am.
talk about that.
I
First
am.
time mom.
Yeah.
And even the process of becoming a mom.
Mhm.
Because I think we're around the same age. How old are you? Is it public how old you are?
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're about the same age.
Yeah.
So for me, I just went to the doctor, feeling like I've waited too late to freeze my eggs. Talk about that journey of actually having a baby later on in life.
Oh man. Well, I didn't realize that your eggs go south after
Ain't that
like
crazy?
40ish, maybe even sooner. Some people even sooner. So once I realized that, I was like, oh no. But then my wife had some good old eggs up in there. So I was like, okay, we gonna get some of them. So, we were able to get some of her eggs extracted, but she went through a horrible process, but we can elaborate on that, later. But we got her eggs extracted. I was able to be the oven.
Yes.
And I was able to carry it. I got examined and all that to make sure I was good. And I was able to carry. At first, I was like, carry? I'm not carrying. I look carrying. Never in a million years would I thought I would be carrying a child.
What she
Don't
said
do it.
was,
Oh, God.
beautiful, you should do it because it's going to slide right out since you had other children.
But
That's the exact word
I
she
mean-
used. And she put this on people's TV. She said that on television.
I did say that, but it means that your body has had 3 children already, so it knows how to open and close and form.
That
to
ain't what she said.
Have the baby
she
shoot
said it should slide right out.
out. Like you shouldn't have
Like, what
any
you trying to
problems,
say?
opposed to somebody who's never had a child before.
And not only that, but she is, she's this hard exterior, but she's the most nurturing person I ever met my whole entire life.
Wow.
So I knew that mother.
I'm a swag.
I knew that not only motherhood would be great for her, but I knew the experience of pregnancy. She would enjoy every moment of it, and she did.
Wow.
She did. I'm talking. I documented the moment when she first felt it moving, and she was just crying and embracing it, all the parts of it.
I could never.
She
do another
enjoyed,
hard rap song.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. And like Brat, you're known for your hard,
Yeah.
tough exterior.
Yeah.
But now I see a softer side of you. Has
Yeah.
motherhood brought out that side in you?
Absolutely. I think it's brought it out more, and like doing our show and stuff, having to show so much vulnerability like
Yeah.
that made me probably like a little softer publicly. I've always been kind of like a cream puff inside, but I had preferred to keep it hid until she came along.
Wow.
And made it all like come out. And then after having our son, everything make me cry. It's like I'm extra emotional about especially when I look at him. Any little thing he does, it's just like I'm crying, or I'm like, oh my God, he's so adorable. Like, you just are so proud of every little thing. And I'm a cream puff when it comes to him. I used to like to keep it under wraps, but now I don't care. I'm old enough to be like, not caring about what people think of me or any of that stuff.
Right. And was that part of like the persona as an artist?
Yeah.
That you felt you had to keep up?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was always taught, my grandmother actually taught me, you don't show them your weakness.
Come on.
They show them your weakness, then they play on that and they pull on
Right.
your heartstrings. So I was, taught to be a tough little kid growing up in Chicago. Plus I had to fight, I had to fight all my
Listen.
life.
Oh my God. I had to fight. I've heard Chicago can be a place that
Yeah.
really makes you tough, for
Absolutely, yeah.
sure. Judy, where are you from originally?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay, so that's another city where, like, you gotta
Baby, you wanna
stand
put your
your
foot on
ground.
this?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Well, I didn't have to fight growing up. But
You didn't?
I had my first, I had 3 children before the age of 19, but so I was into other stuff.
So when did you get into the hair business and when did you start doing hair and know that was a skill that you had?
I started doing hair when I was 5.
What?
I used to do, my mom always tells this story, she used to buy me Barbie dolls and I used to just try to cut their hair and give them a little bob and then cut it a little bit short until they bald head, and then they would wind up with another, I had to get another Barbie doll, and then I used to sit on my dad's back and just put barrettes all over his head. So I used to sneak clients in. Also, I used to sneak my friends in from school to do their hair when my parents were at work.
Wow. So this is something that it was just in you.
Yeah.
And when did you know that you had something to create Kaleidoscope?
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't. I mean, I like doing hair. I knew I always wanted my own salon. When I got my own salon, I used to like buy products from somebody that was always coming to sell products. You know, back in the day, they used to have an open floor salon. You know, where
okay, yeah.
and then people used to come in selling CDs, shirts, food, and so this guy used to come in selling hair products all the time. And he was like, "You should make your own." And I'm like, "I don't want to do that. I'm charging $250 for sewing. I don't want to sell no $5 spritz." But he talked me into it. And it just so happened that one of my clients cheated on me for another hairstylist.
That's
and
a real thing.
She came back with a bald spot in the middle of her head. So I had to glue her hair to the middle of her back. So even though it wasn't my fault, I didn't feel compelled to tell the guy that had asked me that, well, can we figure out something for this?
Yeah.
And so that actually birthed
The
Kaleidoscope.
Miracle Drops.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, thank you for the girl that cheated, because we wouldn't listen. You know, there's a blessing in everything.
Yep.
I love that. Recently, you talked about the importance of boundaries and self-awareness. What is it that made you say, like, now you talked about being more private and protecting home. What is it that really made you decide that you wanted to just set boundaries and have more self-awareness?
So I think in being with my beautiful, when I first met her,
I love that y'all call each other beautiful. That's so cute.
She was really reserved, and I've always been 100% open. And I feel like us coming together is it's me understanding my transparency is my transparency, and her transparency is her transparency. So even though we share a child, I also have 100% full respect for what she feel is appropriate to share and not share with our child. So then it's okay. Yes, we are transparent, but then there are some times where we just need to be moms, you know.
Right.
Like I like content creation. That's something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's the big cameras or whether it's just us doing a quick little TikTok.
Right.
She doesn't necessarily, I'm not gonna say she hates it, but she doesn't like it as much. She doesn't participate in it as much.
Yeah.
So it's finding the middle ground of what works best for us. Like when we do our content together, outside of it feeling like pulling teeth sometimes.
Wow.
Well, okay, so I could get probably 2-3 hours out of.
Okay.
You know, maybe 2-3
That's
hours.
good.
Yeah,
But then if
that's
my son
good.
don't want to do it, we don't make him do it. We don't like it's if he looks like he's in the mood, he's not going to want to do nothing. He's not going to be in it.
Yeah.
I do feel a little sense of responsibility though, since we've given people a peep into our life, to give them some updates.
Yeah.
But not as much as I would do with our life and our relationship.
For sure. No, I totally understand that. Brat, you have talked about spending years in survival mode, which is something that I think a lot of people can attest to, especially at the way the world is now. Like every time you turn around, it's something, but like we all feel a sense of like survival and like, I got to make it, from grinding to protecting yourself and staying guarded. When did you realize that you didn't have to be in survival mode anymore?
That's a great question, because I think I was in survival mode until I met Beautiful.
Wow. I just got chill. Oh.
It's been survival mode since before 2019. 2019 was the Essence Fest.
Is that when y'all met?
We met in 2018. Help me out, Beautiful.
Let's see, how many years is it this year?
Of being together, I think 5. Is it 5 or 6?
I moved to Atlanta in 2019, so it might have been 2018.
Yeah. So my thing was, I was always guarded. I didn't want people in my business. You know, as an artist, we're told to, well, back then, you didn't want people to know you were in a relationship.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that could ruin your record sales.
Right.
So
Yep. That's so
everything
true.
stayed private. I was definitely still in the closet, so I definitely wasn't telling that, let alone talk about any relationship. But
Yeah.
it was Essence Festival 2019, and for the first time, I felt like I didn't care what anybody said, and the love that I felt from her, I just wanted everybody to know. You know, I wanted to hold her hand. I wanted to just be close to her, and I have never did that in my entire life.
We were all like, whoa.
Yeah, we were at the Essence Festival, and I grabbed her hand, and my whole team is like, what is going on? So they all grabbed each other's hands.
Everybody grabbed
So it,
hands.
looked like we were all just walking together, like you would walk through a club or a crowded room.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you know, like, let my hand go. I want to hold her hand.
Right.
And I was just all up close to it. My team was looking
You
like,
sat on
what?
my lap.
I sat on her lap.
They closed the door quarter hour play. I was like, because I didn't know that we're not supposed to be doing
They
this.
lost their minds. They were like,
was
"What are
used
you
to-
doing?" I'm like, "I don't care anymore." I was like,
Wow.
this is who I'm feeling right now. And I'm like, and I want the world to know I don't care. I want to be close to her. I want to touch her. I want to, I just wanted to be all up underneath her. And that was the first time at Essence Fest 2019 that I didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that feel like, just to have that freedom?
It felt so good. It felt good to not care,
Yeah.
and just be around somebody that made you just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not want to hide them. And she was already kind of like, she wasn't like a private person like that. I didn't realize that, she was all on social media and stuff with her different partners,
Oh, that's what you gonna say?
before me. Yeah, I didn't scroll down that far. I was only into I was only into the, the kaleidoscope
Girl.
stuff because I was doing
When we
promo
started
for
that,
you.
They would have been deleted. You wouldn't have seen them.
What you mean?
When we were dating, you wouldn't have seen them because they would have. You get deleted. What is that? You don't stay on the page.
You ain't
gotta go.
deleted from your
Right.
phone though.
Don't start that.
Girl.
This what we doing today?
This is a safe space. We're good.
Yeah, just the way love goes, beautiful.
It didn't get
Listen,
deleted.
that's
Well, okay, let me explain that. 'cause
Don't
she said she
stop.
put it out there. I have. If you get my phone,
It don't
I
matter
have
how many.
170,000 pieces of content. Literally, like it's 100. Yeah, 144,000 pieces of
Oh,
content.
I see it. Wow.
She went in my phone and she found something that I forgot was in there.
Yeah. You like, it's
It
buried
don't
under the
matter when you
content.
get in a relationship. You scroll and you delete. You scroll from the time you met that person to the time you still with them. You scroll and you delete.
Words to the wise. Scroll and delete.
Scroll and delete.
You talked about the way love goes. I want to get into it. You guys have a new book that's coming out in February.
Yeah.
What's the exact release date?
February 3rd.
February 3rd.
2026.
Let's go. I'm
Let's go.
excited. Happiness is framed as something you pursue, not something that just happens. What sparked the idea to say, hey, beautiful, we need to write a book?
Her.
It's like, so you're the brains of like the
Yes,
business, like, and the
yes,
ideas.
Yes.
And
Hey, did you
is.
know
Get these
that
coins.
February 23rd is the day after our anniversary?
Oh, you got the
22
22nd.
and
Is
then the
the
23rd.
You said it come out on the 3rd. It come out on the 23rd.
Oh, it come out on the 3rd. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So, I feel like there's so much potential.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a likeness, you have people that follow you, you have people that want to know more.
Yeah.
People want to sow into your life. You know what I'm saying? And not like pastor, church wise, but people want to support you in anything that you're doing. Like my
Yeah.
wife, as an artist, like being an artist. No, we about to sell hair products. We about to sell books. We about to do a show.
Mm-hmm.
And because I feel like she didn't understand her fullest potential. Like we were
Listen.
working. I mean, we were together, and I was like, "Girl, you know how much money you
You
leaving
sitting
at the table?
on, right. And we don't leave money on the table.
Right. You know how much money you
Okay.
leaving at the table, and not anything that goes against your morals or
Right.
is super extra hard work.
Right.
But why don't we just do this?
Yeah, I love that. So what are some of the principles that we're touching on in the way love goes?
We talked about some, I guess, like, because celebrity or not, everybody has their ups and their downs. Right?
Absolutely. And we got to keep it real.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So relationships, you're gonna argue, you're gonna disagree, you're gonna find your way back. Though I think that's the key, and also knowing that it's not like a lot of people think it's 50-50, but it's like 80-20 in some areas. It's 90-10 in some areas. It might be 50-50 in some, but it's not that. And it's almost like we try to give people different tidbits of make what your thing is your thing. Like
Right.
lean into the thing that's yours,
Mhm.
and don't try to replicate or duplicate something else that you see. Whatever your person is strong in, let them lead in that. Whatever you know that you know what I'm saying, you might be
Yeah.
weak in. It's okay to let them lead in that thing, and you don't have to fight over like the power position.
Right. I love that. Brad, was there anything that you were like, we need to put this in the book? or that you really wanted to talk about, or were you like, I don't know about that, girl?
We kind of go toe to toe in the book. We kind of get into it a little bit. I mean, we were having, in writing the book, we were having like conversations and recording them about real life situations and things that happen and experiences.
Because she don't see it the right way.
No, you don't see it the right way. I mean, she has looked at my phone and saw something I had in my phone, a text, and threw my phone across the room. And we have real life situations. This is a real relationship. You know,
if your ex told if your current situation told their ex, oh, your feet are pretty, or they sent the picture of their feet and they're like, oh, that's cute. What?
It was a harmless compliment. Like, it wasn't like I was salivating over their toes or nothing. It was just forget it. I don't even want to see.
But this is like the type of things we talk about in the book. These are good conflict resolution. So how do we resolve that?
You get your phone thrown across the room.
You break the phone. That's how you resolve it. Break the phone.
That wasn't a good reaction. That's an example of a bad reaction right there. She didn't have to break my phone, because then that caused more issues. I had to go get a new phone. Then I felt really bad over a simple compliment instead of us just sitting down talking like we kind of know how to do now. That was early on in the relationship. She had to break my phone, because then I could have turned around and be like, oh, you broke my phone, I'm gonna break your phone. And that doesn't resolve things.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just let her have her little funky attitude and be mad about it, and then we got over it. After a few days of her not talking to me, which I hate. I do not think you should go to bed mad at the person you love.
You can't.
She'll just fall right the hell to sleep, honey.
No, well, so
eat some food and go to sleep.
In all fairness, being a person that has to carry as much as I do, sometimes I have to turn off.
I understand that.
It's either that or the worries of the world will overtake me, and I'm not going to want to do any of this anymore. And not life, but just all of it, like business, all of that. There's so many different things that have to be carried as like the CEO of a business, as a person that is a provider for, different layers of their family. Yeah. It's like, okay, so I know we're going through this. Let me put this on in the back for right now. So I can go to sleep. Yeah, because I need the rest. Because then as soon as I open that Pandora's box, it's all coming in. And also, when it comes to conflict resolution, I don't respond immediately, because I know I'm going to say something I shouldn't. Okay. So I prefer to take an hour or two or a walk or something, because I don't want to say something that I don't mean because I'm mad. Right. Okay,
and
so I'm mature enough to know that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's smart, because you can't take it back.
Happen? When do you bring it back up? When is it time to discuss it? Is there time? Do you carve out time, or then does your schedule get a little bit more booked and busier?
I think we figure it out. I think so. Her thing is she wants to talk about it right then. My thing is it might be a week later.
Yeah, a week.
That's a long time.
That is a long time, Judy.
But we don't stay mad at each other.
You
right,
can still,
because she'll say, oh, so we're not going to talk about it, and we kind of move past it. Like, I try to get positive conversations going, and then when we finally talk about it, neither one of us are heated.
Right. Yeah, I can understand that.
For the week
this
is
what
long
you
time
made
to
me
wait.
feel like in that moment, or this is what you made me feel like in that moment. And I feel like it's more level-headed conversation that could be progressive versus
that night that it happened. I'm like, I need a minute. Yeah. But let me challenge you on this, Judy, and you too, Brat. Like, if either one of you make each other mad, it doesn't have to be resolved immediately but before you go to bed, I'm mad at you, but I love you. So at least you go to bed and it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, because my mom...
She won't say it. She ain't the one that's going to say it. She will take her to sleep, turn over, back like towards you. You like, well, you gonna sleep good like that, and we going through this? You be on that side like... I be sitting there like, really?
I accept your challenge.
Yeah, because my mom did always teach me that never go to bed angry, because
tomorrow
the worst, it is not promised, and people are going just like that. Not to get too deep, but that's something she always taught me. And I held on to that, because I'm like, dang, like, you're right. How would I feel if tomorrow I woke up and you didn't wake up with me? I would be crushed. Yeah. So I always think about that. No matter, nothing is that deep. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but we're going to figure this out later. I'm still mad, you know? Right. So I challenge both of y'all on that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
So she could do that easily. Yeah. Like she is the one. Oh, so you ain't gonna say nothing? Well, I love you too then. So she is already there.
You probably be like, roll your eyes and turn around and be like,
No, I'm probably asleep.
Yeah, she probably sleep.
And it's not that I don't care. It's not. I promise
It comes
you.
off as that sometimes, though.
And I'm sorry that it does.
Uh-huh.
It is literally me going into what you just said, almost survival mode. Almost going into, okay, let's focus on the good.
yeah.
Because we don't need the bad to come crumbling in.
Mm-hmm. Something I want to
That's
ask both
fair.
of you. What is something that you both have learned about love as adults that you wish you had to learn earlier in life?
I think for me, learning that understanding your love language is one thing, but understanding your partner's love language is another.
That's good.
Because although I'm a gift giver,
Mm-hmm.
she prefers acts of service.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I don't give a how much I give to her. She would just want my time. She would just
Yeah.
want me to, like take the initiative to take her out on a date. And a date could be in our kitchen and I cooked us some spaghetti and I've made time and I put a candle up. She don't give a about the Bentley I bought her. None of that. None of that. None
that
of
was
that.
nice.
But me,
The third
I'm
one.
What? Judy, teach me the way, honey.
That's what I learned. I had to learn that
Yeah.
even though gift giving is a thing for me and it makes my heart smile and that's how I show love, how does she interpret or receive love?
That's so good. And that's real.
Yeah.
What about you, Brat? What is something that you learned about love that you wish you had to learn earlier on?
I would say to really listen to your partner instead of answering just to have an answer or a reply. Like really listen to what they're saying and try to understand where they're coming from so you can kind of meet them and kind of put yourself into the situation where they're coming from,
Yeah.
opposed to just talking to respond.
Right.
And I'm used to kind of being a little combative and like, come on, we're going to go toe to toe.
Yeah.
And that's just not her thing. So,
Yeah.
and sometimes she'll say, what? You're listening, but you're responding to, what
right.
is it?
You listening to
respond.
respond because you that means you haven't heard what I said.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to get you to receive it and not in a bad way, but you're listening to respond. Like
Yeah.
you literally listen to defend yourself,
Right.
Versus understanding my side.
I get that, yeah. And I think a lot of us are guilty of that.
Absolutely.
I've definitely been that person where I ain't listening to nothing you said. I'm trying
It's
to defend,
easy,
defend,
right?
defend.
You ain't gonna make me look bad. That's not what I meant. I said, yeah.
Exactly.
So-
And I'm just over here like, what?
Yeah, but you have to have a little more patience too.
I'm trying.
You have to have a little more patience with me when it comes to that.
She's out
Because you be ready to give up, get out the car, walk out the room, slam the door, and end the conversation. And it just shouldn't end like that, I don't think. So you should work on your patience,
You're
as I
right.
still work on my other stuff too.
This is so
Deal?
good. I feel like
Yeah,
we're
it's
like in
good.
therapy right now. I love
you.
this.
Love you too. And I think that's another thing. Is love is like, it's not a destination. It's like you have to work on it every day.
Yeah.
And you have to be committed to it. And it will be difficult sometimes. It will feel like the best thing ever. And then it will feel like,
You better not say the worst thing ever.
no, not the worst thing ever, but I was making a face.
Okay.
So it felt like, not today,
Y'all need a comedy show. Y'all are so funny.
That's her.
That's you.
I just be going off of her vibe.
Girl, that is a lie. You are hilarious.
No, seriously. So funny. I want to ask you, in writing this book, were there any private moments that you had a challenge with actually putting it into the book where you were like, I don't know if I want to share this? Or do you guys feel like pretty much open book, literally open book?
You know what's crazy? I thought she would be a little bit more private. She went to talking about our sex life. And I was like, you? We're talking about this?
Did I do
Because
that?
she's super private. When it comes to
Yeah.
stuff like that, she like, I'm a public displays of affection. I'm all of that. She
Yeah.
is real,
She
not
low
that.
key, yeah.
Girl, when she went, I said, so you gonna telling people that? So I was surprised. So I don't think when it came to the thing that I thought would be,
It wasn't that.
girl.
Yeah. She said,
And
girl.
I didn't even understand who this woman was when she was doing this book.
Really?
On that part, I was like, I'm surprised you put
Girl,
that in there.
you had gave up so much information. I felt like I wasn't giving up enough.
So you had to
so
step up.
that's what it was?
Yeah, I had to step my game up to keep
That's
up with you,
fair.
girl.
Well, but you and your exes?
You and yours, honey.
Ooh, we're getting all the tea in the
you
book.
and yours.
So the difference is
Playgirl.
mine were gone prior to us starting to date.
Oh my God.
Okay.
She was still clearing her path.
This
So
is
they had
true.
some remnants
Okay.
and lingering.
That's fair.
You're accurate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See why I talk about the pretty feet?
I mean, I'm the brat. I had some.
I didn't say you didn't, but that should have been gone before you got with
That's
somebody.
true, but I didn't know I was gonna fall in love with you. I didn't know it was gonna escalate to what it escalated to, and I was gonna be spending the night at your condo and all of that stuff. I didn't know I was gonna go in the door and never want to leave, and that's what happened. So I was like, I got some cleaning up to do, and it took a while. It took a while. There was children involved. I had to, it just took more time than I wanted it to take, because of course I wanted to clear everything out for our situation, but it didn't happen quite like that.
Yeah.
She also didn't articulate that.
I was
Okay.
scared to articulate that
Okay.
because I didn't want to lose her. Because
Yeah.
you tell somebody, well, I kind of got a situation. They'll be like, oh, well, I'm out. Fix your situation, I'm gonna holler at you.
Right, because I'm
No,
Judy,
I
honey.
found out. I told her. I said, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time.
She did.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. You better get together.
And what you said was, you should have got rid of your other girlfriend before you got another one.
Ooh.
And mushed me and got out my truck. I was like, I love it. I love it.
Girl, what is we doing?
Right.
But the good part is that she didn't leave me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was scared of. I was like, I'm going to lose her.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she finds I'm going to lose her. And I didn't. So.
Oh, and here we are.
And here we are.
A baby
A
and all.
child later.
Right, exactly. A lot of people struggle keeping their identity when they're in relationships. You kind of lose yourself in each other. How have you both been able to continue to keep your identity, but you're still lost in each other? Like, I can tell the way y'all walk in and look at each other. It's like, I just love her. But you both still stand on your own powerfully.
Honestly, I advocate for her to keep hers.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Not in a bad way, because motherhood has consumed her so much. That's what she is.
Yeah.
Being a
has.
girlfriend first and being a wife consumed her so much. Like I told her recently, leave. Take 3 days for yourself.
Wow.
I need you, because I do that. I volunteer. I'm just let you know.
I'm gonna
In
be
about
up
a
in the
couple of
mountains,
weeks,
I'm getting
and she'll take me to the place. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get away from my family,
Right.
But sometimes you need time away. And I was just telling her to leave, even down to maybe go somewhere with your friends. And not that I'm saying get out, but I've been a person that's lost myself in somebody else, or lost myself in a situation. And I look back years later and regret it. And what I never want her to do is feel like she's been everything to me, but disregarded herself.
Yeah.
Because now if we about to eat lunch, and she hate when I say this, if we about to eat lunch,
God, here we go.
and it's like, okay, well, what do you want to eat? Whatever you want. And I'm like, no, what do you want? Whatever you want. No, what do you want?
Because
Even
I
down
will
to
eat anything from any place that she chooses. I don't think that's a bad thing.
it's not. So even down to when we were talking about, like, I was talking about life plans. I'm like, okay, the success of the business, we have all of this, money we making, and what do you see yourself doing? Do you want to invest in this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to do this? And she's like, I'm happy like this. And I'm like, no, we need to figure out
That's
what
because
you want to
everybody's
do.
not a planner.
That's true.
You are a
not
planner.
being a planner, but just, it's like, what do you want to do? And
But I don't
she's
know.
okay.
Yeah, I think
just
some
wanna
people
be with
aren't as
you
like,
and live our lives.
yeah,
See,
I do
that-
feel, I like that, because I feel like if everybody was a Judy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody can't be as ambitious as you are. Like, you are highly ambitious, you have the vision, And then there's some people, like, I've dated a person like you, Brad, where he was just like, I'm okay with them. Like, how are you okay with this? Like, we need to be. So I'm like you. So I get it, but I
live
feel like
day
kind
to
of
day.
Right, 'cause
balances
it's
each
like,
other
wait,
out.
So do you want to
I
go
don't
to
know.
Paris for a month, or do you want to? But she's done a lot of that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You're like, I'm good.
okay, so she's
Yeah,
done
I've
that.
been
She's done
all
this.
over
She's
the
just
world.
like, I'm
I've been
okay.
everywhere and done
No, we got
everything.
stuff to do. What do you want to do?
Tell me whatever you want to do. I'm game. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to support it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
and I'm going to have fun doing it. I'm going to live my life just like that and enjoy it no matter what we do. As long as we together with our family and everybody's good, all the people we bless and help and take care of, that warms our hearts and our souls and our spirits. And as long as you could keep being Judy Claus and Judy this and Judy and all this stuff, and I could keep being Brat and getting loved on and loving on people, like that's all I need. I live day to day. Tomorrow is not promised. I don't know no plan. I don't give a what's going on. As long as we happy, alive, together, and we got God, and that's it. We good.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. And I think y'all balance each other out. I think it's perfect. And you just got to be like, okay with being the
It's
one
like
that's
5 years.
5 years from now, what do you want to be doing? I don't know.
I ain't thought about tomorrow.
I just want to be whatever we doing.
With you.
Raising our son, whatever he be like 5 years from now. What you know,
Yeah.
wherever we are. Do you want to live in the same house? I don't know. If we move, let's move. Like, if we don't, we'll be right here. Like I don't know.
I love that. I do because I feel you because I get frustrated. I be like, dog, like, come on. But like Tyler had to tell me, he's like, Crystal, everybody isn't wired the way we're wired. And there's some people that are just like, I'm good. And sometimes I aspire to be like I'm okay because I'm always like, what's next? What's next? Like, what we doing? Like, I'm always thinking ahead.
I think that's the thing. Because I will never forget my first Guinness World Record I got.
Come on, say it again.
The
first, not the.
The first Guinness World Record I got, less than an hour after receiving it, I'm at my house and I'm like, okay, what we doing now? What's the next thing? I couldn't stay like that. Isn't staying in the moment. I don't know how to. Like, yes, you could celebrate, but you don't celebrate and lose yourself.
But you also don't give yourself your flowers, and you don't like for people to point out that you're an amazing,
let's give them to her.
Give them to her, Brad. Beautiful mother, just everything. You're everything that a woman can aspire to be. You are all that, like, wrapped in one person. Yeah. I don't know how you run Kaleidoscope as the CEO. It's so many. You got to wear everybody's hat. If one person mess up, you're doing everything. Like I just don't know how you do it. You on phone calls 24/7. The computer, you fixing this, you fixing that. At the same time, you're a mother to True, you're a mother to Deja, you're a grandmother to Kenzie, you're a daughter to your mama. Like it is. I don't want to ever be a CEO. I'm gonna just stay right here with you and be your wife and your baby mama, like and rapper and actress and all the other things I do separate from that. Like, you wear a lot of hats and you don't like to get your flowers, but you are everything and you deserve them. And I love you and I appreciate you, and you're the best thing that's ever happened to me and my son and my family and anybody you come across, because you are that, and you prove it every single day.
Okay, I'm about to cry.
I know. Why does she do that?
Sorry.
Receive it.
Jesus.
Receive it. You receive it? Okay. Now I have another challenge for you, Judy. I want you to also take moments to just, because I know you're a woman of faith and God has blessed you tremendously. Take moments to just sit in it. Because, girl, now you about to cry.
I know. I tried to control it.
That was so beautiful.
I
Because
think the reason she's upset is because in this season, no matter how much you try to give people grace, it's just the thing that I would never let happen. I would never let my company anything. Like, we've had some,
and people
we just
come
had
in
some
and
bad
mess
apples.
up.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
so some
messed
bad
up
apples,
millions of dollars.
But
and she got to fix it.
Oh, I always.
Yeah.
She always
I
fixes
built
it.
this from the ground up,
Yeah.
bootstrap, no investors, no nothing. So I was a person that had to control inventory planning from when we were ordering 30 pieces to when we ordered 300,000 pieces. Wow. So there's no part of the company that I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
So because of that, I am going to be in the meetings, 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I am going to stay up at night doing a Google sheet trying to correct somebody's inventory order forecast. I am going to be doing the budgets for administration.
Yeah.
I am going. That's what I. So she's witnessed me having to do that.
Because the people that mess up, they have no repercussions.
Yeah.
They might get fired, but they don't have to compensate for the millions that got lost and misplaced or whatever. And I can't go up because I got True and I got a family and I got my Chicago.
No matter what I explain to her, maybe you can help me on this.
Okay.
if I've empowered somebody in a seat to be able to make a decision that could cost me millions of dollars, that was my risk.
Yeah.
And even though it was their mistake, it was my risk, because also in my company, with having no shareholders or anything, I benefit the most.
Yeah.
So that means you also have to take the most losses.
That's
so if year 1 through, and we in year 11, if year 1 through 8, I ate 80% of the profit, you know, come a year or two later, if it's something that I have to sew back into it,
Yeah.
it's something that I fall on the sword every time.
Yeah.
I hate
I will
that.
fall on the
I
sword
hate
every
that
time.
you have to take the
even
blame.
if it's somebody else's, but it's my company. So that's what happens.
That's see why I don't want to be no
See,
CEO.
right,
I'm cool.
exactly.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool as a writer and a rapper and all that good stuff over here.
Right. So
Yeah.
just being responsible and hiring. I can tell you that's a
Yeah.
talent that I hadn't had. So I'm learning how to better hire. I am perfectly okay with saying what I'm good and not good at.
That's
Like I don't
good.
feel like I know everything. I feel like I know I'm good at marketing, but not even all parts of it. I know I'm good at social media, but not even all parts of it. And everything
Right.
is also ever evolving.
Yes.
But being open to say, hey, we need some help. Hey,
Yeah.
I need some help when it comes to building out structures,
Right.
KPIs, building out systems and processes, because I never had to have that. I didn't go to college. I didn't even go to my high school graduation.
Wow.
So getting
That is
here, I was here by God's grace.
Yes.
By, you know, the mess ups, you know, and the mess ups are going to be expensive. But the generated income is also way more money
Yeah.
than the mess up. Like, yes, we had $1
Exactly.
million mistake, but made $25 million a year. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, what's the...
Clock it all the way
that's
around.
a part of the business.
Yeah.
And I started, when we first got in a relationship, I didn't let her in much because she is angry. She does want to punch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
I didn't let her in much, but then I realized the more I left her isolated, the more she didn't understand why I'm taking these long meetings, why she didn't understand why I'm doing this person's job. But now that I've let her in,
Yeah.
she's angry. And I'm like, well, this actually is the order of business. When you have a company, this happens.
Yeah.
It's there's no company that has succeeded that has been all workers have done their job 100% the whole entire time, and anything that ever falls, it always gonna roll to the top anyway.
Yeah, that's so true. So true. I love that. I have really enjoyed my time with you guys today. Seriously. We've had tears, we've laughed, we had a little therapy session.
Okay.
We got a few challenges. I appreciate you guys. The Way Love Goes comes out February 3rd, 2026. Can we pre-order it now?
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Pre-order.
Yes, you
Pre-
can.
Yes,
Pre-order,
pre-order
pre-order,
now. Let's make
pre-order.
this a New York Times bestseller and beyond.
The
Ladies,
links are in our bios as well.
perfect.
To pre-order.
And we'll have your Instagram handles so that everybody can tap in and get your books now, okay? Let's support these ladies. I love you guys. I know our
Thank you
community
so
loves you and we
much.
support you. Let us know anything else we can do. Is there anything else besides the book that you have coming up that we need to be on the lookout for?
We have a new launch, but yeah, we can just talk about the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you so much, and we love you
Yes.
too.
Thank you. Today I'm wearing a burgundy, which is my favorite color, turtleneck sweater by Hayslett. I'm wearing Gap denim jeans and burgundy pumps by Prada. Oh my goodness, what an amazing conversation. We laughed, we cried, all the things. Today's conversation was a reminder that love is one thing, but happiness takes intention. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with someone who could use a little positivity today. And as always, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and remember, keep it positive, sweeties. I love you guys. Until next time.